Hello everybody, and welcome to CHAL Gaming, where I play games and shit. And have you ever looked at the PS2 controller and realized how sleazy it looks? I mean, just look at this. Who has nipples for thumbsticks? I'm gonna fix it. Well, now it's even worse. I've created an ass crack. Christ almighty, I can't handle any more innuendos!
Yeah, that little slippery thing tastes so good all the time.
CHAL, what are you doing?
Drowning myself. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm trying to beat Parrapa the Rapper 2 of a mouse, and I would explain how I'm gonna do that and what I'm going to do, but you've read the title and you've seen the intro, so go fuck yourself. So here's my plan. We have our mouse, right? You know, our Dell licensed mouse. And, for the buttons, you would expect us to make left-click something. Only problem is, I found out very quickly that zooms in the emulator, so get the fuck out of here! So, this can all be focused on personal preference, but what I set up here is I made the right-click square, I made the mouse wheel click circle, I made the scroll-up cross, and I made the scroll-down triangle. Overall, something very easy to understand, so yeah, this is good. Tick it, yeah! Now let's bring our new mouse controls for a spin and see if they work. Come on. What the fuck have I gotten myself into? Now the first stage isn't that hard, but it gives us a good understanding of what's to come. And I'll tell you a couple things about how it works because I don't know where else I'm gonna put it. If you drop from good, you go to bad. If you drop from bad, you go to awful. If you drop from awful, the game's over. But the really scary thing about it is that you have to end on a good rating. So, some of the last lines when you have a good rating and really don't want to mess it up can be scary. But also do please note that with the forgiving nature of the game, even if you are very close to dying, you can still come back and actually win the entire stage. Here is a clip that proves that. Come on. Yeah! I have a chance. I got a chance! Yeah, we're back into here. Are we just flipping between noodle hell and not? Okay, we're so close. Oh, this is getting good. Oh, yes, I can do this! Not even school has seen this much focus from me. Yeah! Oh, it doesn't actually seem like that run's that hard. I wonder if anything in the next level is gonna stop me.
Here comes a new challenger!
No, seriously, it was that bad. I implore you to witness this splendor. Okay, let's do this. Just look at this. What? There's no indication for the first one! So essentially if you mess up— No! Yeah, you saw that right. We don't actually get the indication for the first line. Meaning that what I thought we had to do is that we had to get the first part wrong and then trial and error our way to the finish line throughout this one that has like 50 different parts on it, meaning that it had to take like 46 tries to get it. That would be, unless I figured out about this little trick. If you couldn't tell what I was zooming in on, just above the lines you're rapping to, there's another line where the teacher's sitting. But what they're doing is they're preparing for the next line. So while you're doing your line, they are setting these spaces for the line they are going to do. So while you're doing your line, you are also looking at the top line to find out which one they're going to do next. If I didn't find out this revelation, I don't think I would have beat this level, but God, it was a good feeling to give the emulator a middle finger. And then it fucked me back with the next level. I can't see the screen! If there was ever a hell in Parrapa's world, this is it. Because you want to know how bad it gets? Well, the thing you have to copy keeps randomly disappearing, and unlike before, there isn't a pattern to it because it just randomly disappears, and near the end, yes, it gets worse! It disappears for nearly the entire time, so you just have to randomly press buttons and hope that you went and stay into the good. And it gets worse! Yes, it gets worse! Because it introduces something that will become your worst nightmare. Wait, what's that? Pappy, I know how to get you out of this hell! Step 1, go to the grove on the first stage. Step 2... Oh, back to the drawing board. But if there's only one extra reserve button and we need 2 extra for the shoulder buttons, what are we going to do? Well, what I'm gonna do might scare all of you. So if you're easily frightened, please look away from the video. 3, 2, 1. I gave you a chance to run! And the scariest part is that even at the bottom sensitivity, it's so sensitive that it's still possible for me to go fuck, ah! And keep in mind, the game thinks you're using a proper PlayStation 2 controller where, why would you just press the wrong shoulder button randomly? So it just presumes that you get it incredibly wrong, even though you were just trying to press the other shoulder button! Thank you, mouse, for being useless! But somehow, someway, by some fucking miracle on the stars, I actually managed to get through this stage with the biggest stroke of luck I think I've ever had in a video game, period. Don't ask me how I did it, because I have no sodding idea! Did Parrapa just do it to him? I think I've come to the conclusion that the emulator just wants me dead. So then, emulator, what are you gonna do to me next? Well, I'm waiting for your response. Nothing? Are you just gonna let me breeze past with no problems whatsoever? Really? Okay, fine. First try. Whatever. Guess I'm gonna take the victory. Ah! The stage with the hairdressing octopus is a pretty difficult one, to be honest. Not as difficult as the ant one, which obviously means it's gonna be possible, but there is one small thing that makes it very, very difficult. 1, her overabundance on shoulder buttons, and 2, the final part where she likes to cover the rhyming part a lot. Rhyming part? I really need to fix up my script writing. This is weird because you're not going to be stuck on the stage for that long, but while you're stuck on it, it's going to be very painful. So that wasn't that hard, but here's the question. What exactly is going to be next? Wait, why is my voice in an 8-bit fashion? Oh, brilliant. This means it has to be the food court one, isn't it? Ah! This one is interesting because the stage itself isn't actually that hard. In fact, it's pretty damn easy. But just like with the octopus before, it's that final part which ruins everything. Just everything that goes on it, the fast pace, the absurd amount of characters, the shoulder buttons make the final part a living nightmare. Still possible, but just very, very painful. Now it's time for the toughest stage! Me versus Colonel Noodles! How many attempts do you think it will take me to beat the stage? Place your bets in the comments to find out! Nah, it's actually the easiest stage in the game. The real final stage is an interesting one, because for most of it, yeah, it's just a typical stage. But then you get the ending. Oh god, the ending! If there was a top 10 for like top 10 hardest sudden moments in video games, this would be in the top 10. Easily. No questions. I mean, look at the first time I tried this. I dare you to witness this splendor. Oh my god. Please, come on. Oh my god, I can do this. Wait, what? Okay, what? That's just cheap. That's cheap! That's cheap! What the fuck? What the fuck? But here's the thing. This life-ending part is flawed by one thing. Memory and focus. And eventually, I was able to clutch out a victory, and this was my reaction. Come on! Did I clutch it? Did I clutch it? I clutched it! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I freaking win! I did it! I did it! I won! I won! Yes! Oh, I did it! Oh my god, I freaking won! Oh, I thought it was impossible. I thought it was the most unconventional thing I've ever done. But I beat Parrapa the Rapper 2 using only the mouse. And with that, we can indeed confirm that it is possible to beat Parrapa the Rapper 2 with just an ordinary mouse. I gotta say, this was a lot harder than I originally anticipated because I just thought it was, you know, an awkward control scheme, nothing more or less. Like, have you ever played Metal Gear Solid on the PSP? I had to use my index finger to control the camera, but I kept playing because, you know what, I was enjoying it. But with this was near impossible. And think about back at level 2. If I didn't realize that small oversight, I wouldn't have gotten this far. But the fact that I did, I think I should probably give myself a pat on the back. Also, why does Parrapa not like cheese? We were so close to liking each other!